PTCoach stands for Parent Time Coaching with everyday life, more time for intimacy, more time with your significant other, more time in general for your family. I have been working with children for over 17 years. I have 4 children of my own, 3 of them who are unique themselves, and it has been challenging. I have also cared for many different types of children over the years, anywhere from 40 to 50 children over the past 17 years. I have seen, I have dealt with, I have helped parents develop techniques to help them with everyday things, i.e. pickup time can be quite struggling for parents. I have developed behavioral charts, a little incentive for children, but the key is to stay consistent with these charts. If you fall off, chances are it's not going to work. You have to stay consistent, and I can't stress how important consistency really is. The techniques that I have learned over the years to speak with children, to connect with children, for children to open up to me, to help them realize that I'm not disciplining them, and that discipline is okay. You know, just the way you approach the child, the way you approach the situation, children will flaunt you, they will feel comfortable. Children crave structure. They crave routine, they crave consistency, and that is why what I do is extremely effective. Well, we would have to figure out what it is that you are struggling with. That would be number one. If it's due to a lack of organization, a lack of routine, a lack of consistency, a lack of structure, PTCoach will come in and help you develop those techniques. I will come in and I will show you basically how to stay consistent, how to develop those routines. I will also make a routine for you in hopes that you will follow that routine. Ultimately, in the end, the parents have to be willing to make those necessary changes in order for this to be effective. It's going to be specifically geared to what the parents want to focus on. Behaviors to do with sleeping, meal times, from aggression to simply getting ready in the morning, getting dressed, throwing food on the floor. PTCoach can help with many struggles that a family may be having. So for instance, if they are having troubles with bedtime, then ultimately my goal would be to focus on their bedtime routine. I would basically go into their home, I would sit down with the parents, we would address any concerns that they are having. The more information the parents can provide me, the better. Then I will come back and I observe the family in their everyday life. Anything that the parent is having a hard time with, I would go in and I would watch and see how the parents are interacting with their child. And from there, I would go home and I would develop a game plan. I would be able to chart different practical exercises that the family will be able to use. I'm also going to go back and I will be able to coach the family, shadow the family. I will go there and help them to do things differently. Special needs children are very unique in their own way, and there are many different techniques that you can work with to help your child, whether they are struggling from autism to PDD to ADHD, any sort of special needs that you are basically going through with your child. PTCoach can come in and help you address any concerns with any type of child. What I am finding is that parents don't have time to address these behaviors in everyday life, whether they're too busy with work, too busy trying to get through house chores, grocery shopping. A lot of these behaviors get put on the side. The response is amazing to see, the changes that parents are willing to make. They understand that there are, not necessarily things that they are doing what I would consider to be wrong, but things that they realize that they probably maybe can make the necessary changes to. Again, the rate of success ideally is going to be primarily based on the parents willing to make these changes in their everyday life. If they're not willing to make these changes, then we'll go back as usual. If you are willing to maintain the consistency that I have come in and showed you, it's going to take a lot of work, it's going to take a lot of time, and if you're willing to make the time and you're willing to make the changes, then the results are going to be amazing. You can visit us at parentingsolutions.ca to find out more about the unique services that Parenting Solutions offers.